On behalf of those 8 countries that are sponsors of the Seed Award, it's my great privilege to introduce Minister Matthias Machnig, the State Secretary of Germany's Federal Ministry for the Environment, Nature Conservation and Nuclear Safety. So the Minister is here and representing all 8 countries. Please join me in welcoming Minister Machnig.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here. I think this year 2009 is a very decisive year because of different reasons. One was said before, everyone is talking about the crisis, and the crisis of course is a major issue in all our countries. The second reason is why 2009 is very important, because we have Copenhagen at the end of this year. And let me say at the beginning, talking about the crisis, the economic crisis, we are not allowed to forget the environmental crisis. And we have to remind, wherever we come and wherever we go, especially in our governments, that we have to look for both these crises. And that these 2 crises are very much linked. And these 2 crises need one common answer. And one common answer could be that we have to increase dramatically in the next years what I call green investments. Green investments in restructuring our economy, making it more sustainable, reducing CO2 emissions, going, and that's a big word I'm now going to say, going for a 3rd industrial revolution. Because if we want to reduce CO2 emissions by 2050 by 80 to 95%, that is what we need, a 3rd industrial revolution. Otherwise, we will not be able to do that. And therefore, if you look at the economic recovery packages in the world, you can see one thing. Only 16% of the economic recovery programs in the world are going into green investment. And I think what we need here from the CSD, this percentage has to be increased in the next years. We have to have at least 25% of the recovery packages, and we need between 1 and 1.5% of our whole GDP in green investment. And this is a huge opportunity for the next years. And I give you just 2 numbers on a study that we just presented in Germany. Today, we have a world market volume of green technologies of 1,400 billion euros. And this is going to double, or even more than double, up to 3,100 in 2020. And this shows the enormous potential for innovations, for new markets, for new jobs, and for sustainable development. And therefore SEED is very important. SEED is not going to go for 3,100 billion, but SEED is going to identify innovative projects that are new, that are bold, and that are very important, because we need both. We need a top-down approach, but we also need a bottom-up approach. And therefore, I'm very happy to be here and want to thank all those who have engaged in this process. I want to thank all those people who work for this project, and of course to all who get a prize tonight, because this is a very, very strong signal. And one last remark I want to make, because we are here together because of the CSD. We have to look for one thing in the CSD. If you look at the UNFCCC process on climate, if you look at the CSD, we have to look for one thing. That the CSD is not losing importance. That the CSD is not losing touch with big problems. And one of the big issues must be for the next years to give the CSD that status that is needed, because sustainable development is a key issue for the next years. So thank you again. Thank you and good luck for all the winners. And hopefully there are next year some more countries, not only the create, who are going to finance and see, because we need more support for this very important initiative. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thanks to the government of Germany, and I hope you all heard that invitation to others to join those 8 countries. Thank you very much. So just let me tell you where we are in the program. We're going to hear from the other founding partners, IUCN and UNEP, and we're going to hear a short statement from the 2008 winners. That's it. Achim Steiner will be speaking last, and he will be announcing the winners of the 2009 prize.